Hi, hello, 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 and welcome to this wonderful, fiery, creative summer series that we're in for this month in our membership area. It's such a joy to share this time with you. I'm so grateful that you're here. If you don't already know, my name is Annette, and if you're ready, I will meet you on your mat. Make sure to bring all of the wonderful props and things that you would love to have for this time, whether that's pillows, blankets. For this flow in particular, I would recommend some blocks or a really big, thick book that you can sort of help to lift the ground a little bit closer towards you. So whether that's your Bible or the biggest Harry Potter book, I think Order of the Phoenix, is that the biggest one? Anyways, however, whenever you're ready, I will meet you on the mat. We're actually going to start in a really simple kneeling position like I am. So you can bring the knees together and take a second, big breath in. Exhale nice and loud. Maybe starting to make some lovely slow neck circles here as you sit, hands resting lightly on the thighs. Just let yourself tune inwards, close the eyes. Notice every single small stretch and sensation that's happening here, especially if you carry your stress and tension in the neck and shoulders. This is a really great way to start. Be mindful of your breath here. Notice if you're restricting it slightly. Let go of that pesky self-consciousness that we often feel, especially as you have the privilege of being in your own home. Let yourself breathe deep into the belly. Allow yourself to take up space. Feel really nice and expansive here. And as you exhale, let the breath go nice and slowly. It might be helpful to breathe in for a count of 3. And then exhale for a count of 6. Maybe even starting to do 2 things at once. Go back to those lovely semicircles as you carry on with this big belly breath. Starting to engage that diaphragm muscle there at the base of the lungs. Starting to kickstart your body into its parasympathetic nervous system way of being. That wonderful relaxed state of rest and digest. Couple more semicircles here or full circles, whatever you fancy. And then big breath in, hands reach high. Exhale, interlace the fingers. Bringing the hands behind the neck, apply wonderful, gentle pressure here. Chin tucking in towards the chest. Really let yourself curl inwards. So if the elbows are, can you bring them in towards one another? Trying to get the elbows to really, almost as if you're going to bring them to connect. So you get this lovely stretch all the way in the back of the neck, in the back of the shoulders. You can continue with that curl down, bringing the stretch all the way down the back, almost like you're trying to get your elbows to connect to your belly button now. Beautiful big breath in. Stay for the exhale. Very gently release the hands, come all the way up to seated. Notice how the body is doing now. Placing one hand on your heart space, one hand over the belly. Coming back to that breath, starting to quiet the mind, starting to resist that sense of rush and urgency that we often carry within us. This is your time now to connect not just back to yourself, but to God as well. Choosing to meet with Him here, now, in the temple of your body. Knowing that every time you breathe in and out, you are breathing in His life, His light, that there's a wonderful holy communion happening here in your lungs between your breath and God's breath, His Spirit, filling you up to overflowing right now. Breathe it in. Exhale, let it go. Next time, inhale, hands are going to go high up into the sky again. And as you exhale, we're going to twist over to the right. Left hand resting on that right knee. Just helping yourself to twist a little bit deeper. Start to engage the core. Sit up a bit taller. Notice how that helps you to twist a bit more. Feel a bit better here in this simple twist. And very gently, keeping everything in the body the same. Turn the neck so you're gazing over the left side, getting a double twist. So this is a twisty, fiery flow that we've got going on today. And every time we're here in our fiery creative flow series, we're trying to reignite that inner spark, to reignite those neural pathways that remind us that we are strong. We are resilient. You can do hard things. Take it in now. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly untangle yourself. Come back to center. Almost like you were wringing your body, twisting out all that stress and tension from the week, from the day, from the creative pressure that we often put ourselves in. Breathe in, hands reach high. Exhale, twist. Exhale to the left. Same again on this side. Use your core here just to help you to sit up a bit taller, support your spine a bit more. Twisting, twisting. And keeping everything in the body the same. Turning the neck to look over the right shoulder. Take a moment here, breathe it in. Exhale, release. And you're more than welcome to just find your little spray bottle, zesty spray, especially as this is a bit more of a dynamic moving flow. Our first one was a bit more nurturing, grounding, doing some frog poses. This has got a bit of a different feel to it, so just having this wonderful little spritz all around me. Maybe bringing your heart and mind now, just remember that verse in 2 Corinthians 2 verse 13. How you and I, we are the aroma of Christ. In the rooms and the spaces that we enter in, we bring and carry His presence. There is a secret little perfume and aroma that wafts around us, that's impacting people on a spiritual level. Isn't that so incredible? That genuinely, because of what you carry in you, you can be a non-anxious presence, especially in those meetings with people on projects that you're working with. You have the capacity to bring a fresh, sweet-smelling, calm fragrance and presence. So palms coming together, really sealing in this truth, this principle. Breathe in. Exhale nice and loud. Starting to do some wrist warm-ups. We're going to be on our hands and our wrists a lot. So just having a look at the camera now. So palms together. And then you're actually going to turn the fingers however you feel. Sort of making these swishing windshield wiper motions. And then backs of the hands come together, fingers face up, fingers face down, palms, back of the hands still together, and then separate, palms come together. So just finding this lovely dynamic movement here with your wrists, feeling creative, feeling a bit flowy. You bring the palms, back of the hands together, fingers face down, coming all the way up, release, palms connect back. Couple more times here. Really focusing the mind on this so that all those racing thoughts can just come to pause and be quiet. Allowing yourself to be still. Remember, who is God? And where is He, if not right here with you right now? Last calming breath in. Exhale, release. Shake the wrists out. Hands shoot straight out in front of you because we're going to be on our hands a lot. We're going to activate those forearms. Start to flick the fingers like you were flicking water, like you're in like a cute little Hallmark Netflix movie scene, rom-com. We've all seen them. Feeling super cute. Flick, 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 flick. Keep going, keep going. Feel that fiery burn start to build in those little tendons, in the wrists, and the fingers, and the forearms. Hands shoot all the way up. Keep going. Don't give up. Often it's the mind before the body, right? Hands shoot all the way out to the side. Keep going. Keep flicking. You got this. And release. Nice. Meeting in our tabletop position. Going to bring the wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, dip the belly down. Find your cow pose. Chin coming up last. And then exhale, round the spine. Finding angry cat pose. Press the mat away with the hands. Enjoy that stretch in the back of the neck. And 2 more to go. Breathe in. Cow pose. Exhale, cat. Maybe for this last one, flowing with your own breath. And exhale brings you into that juicy counter pose. Very nice. Inhale, hover the knees off the mat, floating tabletop. Exhale, shoot the hips high. Find your downward facing dog pose. First down dog of our flow together. So just bend one knee and then the other. Walking the dog, stretching out the hamstrings here. Really press the mat away as if you're really trying to shoot the heart towards the thighs. Ears come in between the biceps. Strong full body strength pose here, your down dog. So everything's working really hard for you. Shoulders, wrists, core, legs. So really let yourself find your breath here. Remember, He who is in you, giving you strength, supporting you here. 2 more breaths. Big breath in. Exhale for 6. Last time, inhale for a count of 3. And exhale for 6. Nice. Next time we inhale. As you exhale, you're going to shift forwards into your plank pose. Again, squeeze the abs here, press the mat away. Notice all the ways that your mind is firing right now. Allow yourself to feel really grounded and strong here. And we're going to move into our side plank pose, lifting that left hand high into the sky. Side plank on the right. You've got the option here to actually lift the left leg off the ground. Feel all that's shaking, all that's working hard for you. Option to bend that left knee. Just grab that left knee if that feels better. You can do supported side plank. Lots of options. Last breath. Exhale, find plank. And just enjoy this simple ease of this much more supported plank. Take it in, breathe in. Exhale, we go over to the left. Right hand shoots high into the sky. So we're holding these plank positions for just that little bit longer, that extra breath or 2 more. And again, it's often the mind before the body. All the ways that a sense of anxiety, frustration, or anger can rise up here within you. Let your mind catch up with what your body is already doing, with what you already know. You can do hard things. You are strong. Keep lifting. Breathe in. Exhale, find normal plank. Coming down onto the forearm of that right arm. Find supported forearm plank here. Left hand shoots high. It's just a little bit of a plank flow. Keep lifting the hips high, engaging the core. Obliques are working hard here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Last breath in. Exhale, coming onto the left forearm. Find that supported forearm plank here. Right hand shoots high. You've got this. Keep feeling strong and grounded. Breathing into the belly. Exhale nice and slow. Lift the hips high if you can. Don't let yourself dip down. Last breath in. Exhale, both forearms connect to the mat. Palms can come together here. Press the elbows away from the ground. Feel the strength building in the shoulders. Breathe in. Exhale. 2 breaths to go. Breathe in. Exhale. Last one. Breathing in. As you exhale, bring the knees down towards the mat. Forearm tabletop here. Take a second to press the hands firmly into the mat. Rounding the shoulders, chin coming in towards the chest. Big breath in. And then as you exhale, start to melt the heart all the way down. Walking the hands a little bit further forwards. Keep the knees underneath the hips exactly as they are. Finding this lovely puppy pose here. Forehead can come down towards the mat or towards a block or to the book that you've got nearby. Make this pose work for you as much as you can. Otherwise, trying to find a softness here, maybe even melting the heart down even more. Puppy pose here. Noticing where have you been hard-hearted, holding on really tightly to things. Can you allow yourself internally to do exactly what the body is doing outside physically, to begin to melt and soften, to release and let go of all those ways that you've been really tight-fisted. Melting the heart, softening here in God's embrace. Big breath in. Nice and slowly exhale, coming back up to your tabletop. Walk the knees as wide as the mat. Big toes come to touch, sink the hips down. Find a really lovely stretch here, child's pose. Again, see if you can melt the heart even closer to the mat. Stretch into the hips. Notice what's happening in the shoulders. Really reaching the fingertips forwards. And just taking a moment here to come back home to your breath, to your body, to this moment now. Maybe as you exhale, beginning to change how you feel just by how you breathe. Using your respiratory system to bring the body back into that wonderful state of rest and digest. That inner place of peace and calm that's hardwired into your body's nervous system. Big calming breath in. Nice, long, slow, calming breath out. And now that we're just a little bit more centered and reset, finding that tabletop position once more. Knees underneath the hips. Inhale, hover the knees. Exhale, find down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg goes high. As you exhale, you're going to bring that right foot through in between the hands as much as you can. And you're going to lift up, find your Ashta Chandrasana, your crescent lunge here. Seeing if you can engage the abs a little bit more so you can sit up a bit taller here in this posture with a bit more integrity in the spine. Hands shooting high, really reach with purpose here. Breathe in. Exhale, twist to the right. Beautiful. And you're going to swing these arms all the way down. So left hand comes all the way down to the ground or to a block. So you're stacking the shoulders as much as you can, finding this twist here in your lunge. Big breath in. As you exhale, you're maybe going to press firmly into those left fingertips and start to find a little hop here. So much so that maybe we're going to start to challenge our balance. If you're wobbling all over the place, don't worry, so am I. So just lifting that back leg as much as you can. until you are ready to find your twisted half moon pose. So left fingertips are on the ground, they're on a block, they're on a book. You can even bring them onto a cushion, giving you that extra little bit of lift and stability here. Find what works for you. But you are twisting the body to the right, left fingertips on the ground, maybe starting to lift that left leg a little bit higher. Strong, challenging twist and balance here. You can bend that left leg, maybe grab that foot, finding your twisted half moon pose here. Keep breathing, feeling that fire build in the leg, in the body. Keep going. And exhale, release the bind in the leg. And maybe start to bring that left foot down, finding yourself back in that twisted crescent lunge. Strong work here. Well done. Take a second, catch your breath, reset, breathe in. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down. Tiptoe that front foot a little bit more forwards so you can find your Skandasana, so turning to face the left side. So you're finding that retreating warrior pose, bending into that right knee. And then the left leg, left toes shoot all the way up to the ceiling. Bringing the hands to prayer. Ooh, challenging the balance a little bit. Maybe sitting up a little bit more. Ooh. Don't worry if you're wobbling. I'm wobbling too. This is strong, fiery, creative, and challenging, but we can do it. Breathe in. As you exhale, shoot the hands out in front of you, starting to work even more into that leg. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come down. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, you can do it. Breathe in. Exhale, come down. My goodness, strong work. Hands come down. Start to come all the way up. Straighten that right leg. Find yourself here in this nice restorative forward fold. Maybe widening the legs a little bit more. Maybe bringing the hands flat onto the mat. Maybe hands grabbing the ankles. Let yourself fold inwards. Catch your breath. Breathe in. Just long, slow exhale out. Okay. We go over to the other side. Breathe in. As you exhale, start to walk the hands all the way over to that left leg. Bending into that left knee. Finding that runner's lunge. Take a second. Maybe find a little rock forwards and backwards. Opening up into the hips on this side. Nice little sway side to side. Maybe even a little bounce. Beautiful. And you feel nice and grounded and limber here. Start to lift all the way up into that Ashtachandrasana, your crescent lunge. And again, use the core. Allow yourself to feel a little bit stronger here. Beautiful. We're holding this pose a little bit longer. Let the brain catch up. You've got this. Last breath in. As you exhale, twist to the right. Oh no, twisting to the left. Finding that creative flow, switching on the brain. It caught me out this time. Take a second. Adjust here. Keep twisting as much as you can. Breathe in. Exhale, swivel the hands all the way down. Find that twist in the body. Trying to stack the shoulders. So right fingertips are on the mat. Left arm reaching all the way up into the sky. And maybe you're going to walk those right fingertips a little bit further forwards. So you can feel a bit more stable here. Start to hop into this front foot. Hopping up and down a few times, creating that little bit of heat. And when you're nice and ready, big, strong leap of faith up. Lifting the right foot. Right fingertips are on the ground. You're twisting the body towards that left side. Left hand is high in the sky. Nice, fiery balance challenge here. Keep breathing. You've got this. As you exhale, maybe bending that right foot. Finding your twisted half moon bind. Twisting even deeper if you can. Breathe, breathe, breathe. As you exhale, release the leg. Maybe bringing that right foot all the way down and coming all the way up. Back to that twisted crescent lunge, that twisted Ashta Chandrasana. Big breath in. Slow exhale out. Beautiful, nice and slowly cartwheel the hands all the way down. Bending into that front knee even more. Finding your Skandasana, your retreating warrior. So starting to face the right side. That right leg goes high into the sky. And catch your breath here. No worries if that left heel is lifted. -2. Sometimes you've got one side that's more open than the other. Sometimes it just depends on the day and the body and how warm you're feeling. But wherever you are, maybe starting to bring the hands into prayer pose. Challenging yourself a little bit more. Hands shoot out in front of you. We do that strong work. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come down. 2 to go. We can do this. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Hands come down. Straighten that left leg. Find that lovely restorative forward fold. Big breath in. Slow exhale out. Last time, breathe in. Exhale out. And very gently starting to tiptoe the feet a little bit closer towards one another. Not too close, but just so you've got a little bit more stability in the legs. You're going to pull out the right hand down in front of your face. And as you exhale, you're going to lift that left hand high into the sky. Making sure that left hand can rest on your lower back. Just notice if you can feel a nice level pelvis here. Nice and stable in your pelvis. And then start to lift that left hand as high as it'll go. Big breath in. Exhale, bring that left hand down, other side. Catch your breath. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 6. Inhale, right hand reaches high. Making sure to bring that right hand towards the lower back. Try keep that spine nice and stable. And then lifting that right hand high. Maybe even gazing up to that lifted hand. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly bring it down. Tiptoe the feet even closer together, trying to get a 45-degree angle in the feet so you can sink the hips down towards the ground. In between the heels, finding your Malasana, your yogi squat. Elbows press in against the knees. Take a second here. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. Breathe in. Maybe even bringing the fists together against one another. Going deeper into this pose. Take a second to notice if you're accidentally squeezing the butt cheeks. Soften where you can. Big breath in. Exhale, plopping down onto the mat. Bringing the knees in together towards one another. Give yourself a really big hug here. Grabbing opposite elbows, rest the forehead onto the knees. Maybe taking a moment to whisper something kind to your heart right now. Whatever you need to hear today. Could be as simple as I am strong. I am more than able. I am loved. Today, I am enough. Find whatever simple statement of truth that you need to hear in this moment. Let this be a little loving embrace here with yourself in God's presence. And very slowly, starting to come onto the balls of the feet, leaning backwards, maybe even hovering the feet off the mat. Maybe releasing the hands, starting to engage the core. Maybe straightening the legs. We're here for 5, 4. You've got this. Keep breathing. 3. Last 2 breaths. Inhale. Last 1. Breathe in. As you exhale, lower the legs just halfway. So you find your low boat pose, your Ardha Navasana. Feel all that shaking in the abs here. Maybe notice with a loving awareness just how hard all of your muscles are working for you now. You've got this. Last breath in. Exhale, release all the way down to the ground. Oh my goodness. Enjoy that wonderful feeling of letting go. This wonderful lesson from our yoga practice. How wonderful it feels to not have to hold on so tightly, to be able to let go and release. And especially when it comes to our creative endeavors, it can feel like it's all resting on our shoulders. But take in this moment. Notice how wonderful it feels to not have to be in control all the time, every little moment. So really let yourself soak in this simple truth from your yoga practice. It's okay, and it actually feels really amazing to let go and to let God instead. Hands resting on the belly, breathe deep into that belly space. Nice and loud, let it go. And all together, shuffling the shoulders away from the ears, allow your whole body to melt into the mat beneath you now. Taking a few cleansing breaths, breathe in through the nose. Short, sharp exhale out. Again, breathe in. Short, sharp exhale. Last time, inhale. Short, sharp exhale. Release the hands either side of you, finding this lovely wide starfish shape with the torso. And let yourself rest here. If you've got your little eye pillow handy, now is the time. Bring it to rest over your eyes. And just allow yourself this moment of deep, restorative, calm stillness. Maybe notice if the tongue is at the roof of your mouth, can you let it drop? Maybe jiggling that jaw side to side, allowing all the tiny muscles in the face to relax now. Maybe even feeling the weight of God's gentle presence hovering over you now. Just like His Spirit first did at the beginning in Genesis, was brooding over the waters. And our bodies right now are made up of over 70% of water. So letting His Spirit hover over the waters of yourself now, deep calling out to deep, entrusting all those things that are on your heart and mind into His good care. Simply let yourself rest here now in His embrace, in His presence. Stay here for as long as it serves you, beautiful friend. And when you are ready, not a moment before, you can start to maybe Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. If you're not ready, pause the video now. Give yourself as much time as you need in this moment. Gently removing the eye pillow from your face. Big, long breath in. Nice and loud, let it go. And that's it, my friends. I will leave you here in perfect peace that transcends all understanding. Until next time, be so, so well.